and welcome back to educationcloset.com. My name is Susan Riley and I'm an arts integration specialist, and today we're going to be talking about soft skills and the art of relationships. And I really just want to spend a couple of minutes giving you my top tips on how to develop those soft skills, how to kind of make sure that you are presenting your absolute best self at all times and taking advantage of those opportunities that you're presented in such a way that it opens up more opportunities for you. And the reason I think that this is such a huge topic right now, and something that really needs to be addressed, is because we're seeing it play out all over the nation with people who are looking for jobs and can't seem to find jobs. And as somebody who has gone through the interview process 3 times in the last 3 years, and for great reasons, and I'm excited that I have, because it's offered me more opportunities every time I do it. And as somebody who has seen different candidates go through, both family members, friends, even colleagues that are going through things and looking for those skills, I'm noticing a striking amount of people who don't have soft skills, who don't know how to take advantage of the opportunities that they're given without being overbearing, without utilizing the opportunity properly, without being pushy. There's a lot of that going around, and people, it comes off as desperation. It really does, and we don't want to do that. So I'm just going to offer you some of my favorite tips for soft skills and the approach that you can use when approaching people. And it doesn't have to be just for interviews. It can be in anything that you're doing. All right, so if you're looking to take advantage of an opportunity that's presented to you, maybe it's something that your principal has presented, maybe it's an interview, the first thing that you want to do is seem gracious and make sure that you are professional at all times, which means that you show up early for whatever the opportunity is, 10 minutes early at least. You don't want to get there too early. Obviously 30 minutes is way ahead of schedule. 5 to 10 minutes is a great thing to aspire for, but you certainly don't want to show up on time or late. There's that great saying that if you're early, you're on time, and if you're on time, you're late, and if you're late, don't even bother to show up. And it really is true. Your first impression is the most important that you will give. With that in mind, however, make sure that your approach is softer, a right balance of soft and hard. So that means that you offer a nice, pleasant smile. You maintain eye contact, but you don't stare. You have a nice, firm handshake. And you engage in a conversation with someone. Just to kind of find out a little bit about them, make sure you have a personal connection of some sort, and really kind of foster that a little bit. Don't be really stiff, but at the same time, you don't want to be mousy. You don't want to just sit there and not say anything at all. So that first meeting, that first approach, make sure it's friendly yet professional. That's what you're really looking for. After that, when it's not time for you to show what you can do in that opportunity, take advantage of it. Be prepared. Be absolutely prepared. And make sure that when you present what you do, it's in such a way that you're coming at it from a we perspective. We're missing that a lot, I think, right now in society. I did this, I did this, I did this. And it comes off very self-centered. And really, we're in a society now where it's about collaboration, and it's about working with others. And if we're working with others and we're collaborating with others, we really need to come at this from a place of we and not I. So make sure that when you're talking about this, you say, I worked on a team and we developed this, and from this, I learned that. So you're bringing your piece to it. This is what you contributed. You acknowledge that it was part of a team and that you worked collaboratively, and you know how to work together with others, and you demonstrate what you learn and what your takeaway is from that, rather than just, here's what I've done, aren't I wonderful? And then the other thing that I would recommend afterwards, make sure that you send a thank you note. That sounds really old-fashioned, but I will tell you that any time that I have done an interview, any time that I have been granted an opportunity to meet with someone, I send a quick note. And it depends on the situation. If it's somebody within my organization, I might send an email, but those are much less, personal. So I like to just send a simple thank you note. It doesn't have to be a dissertation, just a little note that says, thank you, it was such a pleasure meeting with you. I enjoyed that and I learned so much from the opportunity. I'm very grateful. And sign your name. I mean, literally 4 or 5 sentences and that's it. But that goes a long way to show that you really were appreciative of the opportunity. I am shocked by the amount of people that don't include that step when they're trying to take advantage of an opportunity. In more general terms, when we're talking about soft skills, another thing that I'm noticing a trend of is people being very defensive of their own positions and again, coming at it from a sense of I. And so if you're in a tough situation somewhere and you're looking to utilize those soft skills well, things that I have noticed that have helped for me has been whenever I pick up the phone, if at all possible, I pick up the phone and make that personal connection. Email can become very abrasive and people can misinterpret your words. So a phone call is always a great first step. Another thing that you might want to consider is to know the organization and know the boundaries that are there, and make sure that you are staying within those boundaries. There's nothing worse than somebody who is abrasive and pushy and trying to get everybody to look at them so they're willing to push their way through like a bull in a china shop. You really need to step back for a little bit, acknowledge where you fit into the process, and try and use your best foot forward within those boundaries. And the other thing that will always help you in this world is please and thank you. So with that, I thank you for joining me today. I hope that some of these skills are helpful to you as you're looking to expand and take advantage of the opportunities that have come your way or are coming your way. And if you have any other tips for us, please add them to the comments section over at educationcloset.com.